Copenhagen, Vietnam.
Live from Auckland, welcome your preliminary hosts, the 5th Miss Multinational Roblox from the Philippines, Keira Ramirez, and the owner of Miss Multinational Roblox, Kiara, Annaliese Davis.
Good evening, Auckland! It's such a wonderful night to be here where my journey all started at the Miss Multinational Roblox stage.
That's right, Keira. And 85 of these women will fill exactly the shoes that you have been through in Athens, Greece, as our delegates face off in tonight's preliminary competition.
The preliminary competition will only consist of 2 segments, the National Costume Competition and the Preliminary Evening Gown Competition, which all of the delegates will showcase costumes and gowns made with love and creativity to raise their countries with honor and pride.
And after the preliminary segments, at the end of the show, we will have our special awardees to present the Best in National Costume Award and Best in Preliminary Evening Gown, and the most important Preliminary Standout, which combines both scores of those 2 segments, which the highest ranking candidate will automatically be a fast track winner and earn a spot at the finale.
But it's within the hands of these people that will decide the fate of our 85 multi-talented candidates. As I also introduce myself as a judge for the preliminaries, we would like to present my co-selection committee for the preliminary competition of Miss Multinational Roblox.
Here we have our 3rd Miss Multinational Roblox second runner-up from the United States of America. Give it up for Kiana Eldred.
Is the owner of Let's Track Studio and the sponsor of Miss Multinational Roblox Makeup, Yumiko Vasquez. Next is our reigning Miss Multinational Roblox from Iceland. A warm applause for my successor, Icy Mosher. Owner of Reina Hispanoamericana Roblox and a household name in pageantry, Rolf Dunka.
Coming up is a 6th Miss Multinational Roblox 4th runner-up from Puerto Rico, Linda C. Samring. And finally, my co-host and also a judge for tonight, the ever so stunning 5th Miss Multinational Roblox, and now the reigning Miss Roblox Earth. Give it up for Keira Sandara Ramirez. Well, time is gold, and we're definitely excited to see these delegates in their national costumes. When we return after this short break, this is the preliminary competition live in KXU.
Welcome back to the 7th Miss Multinational Roblox preliminary competition. 85 candidates are ready to showcase culture, dedication, creativity, and the beautiful designs of their national costumes as they all welcome themselves tonight here in Auckland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national costume competition begins now.